Hi guys, the machine I'm going to do in this video would be this one on the Vulnhub. The link will be added into the description section below so that if you want you can download and play this machine. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. I do appreciate your help and support. It's intended for the beginners and requires immersion then. So the immersion is the most important of all. So enough said, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target by net discover. So we can run sudo net discover. And I'd like to autocomplete this command. As you can see, I use the option of I to specify the interface. So netdiscover will use this interface to send packets to discover or for the purpose of discovery, host discovery, and use option of R to specify the network range. So for now, we can press enter, and we need to provide the password of my Kali Linux. As you can see, the IP address of the target may be identified as 252. Next, we need to do the port scanning with a map. To save time, I've already done that earlier. So for now, we can get out the result of a map scanning. As you can see over here, I used the options like usual, right? And this case, this option -p- is the most important of all. Otherwise, if you do not specify this option, we cannot identify this port number, which is very abnormal and very high port number. If we comes to the result of the map scanning, we can know that the target had 3 open ports, which is running different surfaces. The first one is 22, which is running SSH surface and also the version information. This version doesn't have any vulnerability, at the least I think so. And the second one is 80, which is running HTTP surface and the version information. This is not Apache 2, another popular web application injects. And the last one is 31337, which is running HTTP. And here, so the Python is running to provide this web surface. The title is very, very weird. 404 not found, and also has robots file available. This robots file has 3 disallowed entries: the bash, profile, taxes. This one and this one. I think if you're familiar with the Linux, such files normally will be living under the home directory of a specific user. All right. I think we need to keep this into our minds as we move forward. Again, immersion is the most important of all. So what can we do next? We need to do the immersion with HTTP surface running on the default port number 80. Let's launch our browser to do the manual immersion first. We can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Here we got the default injects page back. So not useful, and we can check by right click the mouse and go to the view page source to get the source code of this page. Sometimes source code has some important information. This case, nothing like that we can get. Next, we can check whether this site has robots file, not. So next we can use GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. Okay. This case, GoBuster cannot find or discover any directories. To save time, I will not wait. So now we need to move on. We need to enumerate the HTTP service which is running on another port number. Okay, let's do the manual enumeration first. And we can put the IP address of the target followed by the port number. Press enter, not found. Very interesting. Please check your spelling and we can check the source code. Actually, we have already got the page back. So sometimes this is some sort of the trap. And next we can check whether this site has robots file. Of course, from the map scanning, we have already know that the 3 entries. And now we can retrieve those entries. The first one should be the bash. Yeah, we have already successfully retrieved this file, the bash rc. Of course, this file, from the perspective of penetration, it's not important or useful. And next we can get the profile. Similarly, we cannot get anything important or useful. Next, we can access the taxes. This is the directory. Yeah, good job. Here's flag. And we got the first flag. Next, however, although we have already got the first flag, the flag itself cannot help us very much. So what do we have to do next? Maybe we need to do the directory enumeration. GoBuster. Okay. To see whether GoBuster can identify more directories or files. Then we can take advantage of such directories to do more. Yeah, robots file. Taxis. I don't think we can get more directories or files. To save the time, I'd like to quit from the GoBuster. So what can we do next? We have already got the bash. So from this point, we already know that or deduce that we are under the home directory, and we can make a bit more guess. Maybe could we access the private key and public key? Some user will use the private key to access, and such information or such a file should be living under the home directory, and also its subdirectory dot or hidden SSH. Okay, so let's do it. So maybe we can check whether we can access SSH directory. However, not found. If you think that this way is not, or this direction is not right one, you will be wrong. Although we cannot access or although we get the error not found error from the SSH directory, however, we can access or retrieve the private key itself. As you can see, now we can, of course, I have already downloaded this private key and save it. We can get out this private key, as you can see. And also you need to change the permission. Oh, sorry, not this one. Okay, and also similarly we can get or retrieve the public key. And from the public key itself, we can get the username information. So now we can use SSH and use option of I to specify the private key. And Simon, press enter. We need to provide the passphrase, or this private key is protected by passphrase. So how to do? First of all, we need to convert this private key to hash. And then we can use John the Ripper to do the cracking. Of course, because I have already made such a crack earlier, the John the Ripper has cache, so we'll not do this cracking again. And if you want to display the password, we can use the John show followed by the file name. As you can see, this should be passphrase. So now we can log in to the target because we have already got the passphrase. No problem. And then we need to do some local enumeration to elevate our privilege. There is just only one normal user. And we can go back to the home directory, get out the bash history, cat bash history. Yeah, we got run some command like read message. You know, this is not default Linux utility or command. So we can run this command. What's your name? Yeah, my name is Jason. However, sorry, Jason, you're not Simon. So we can provide the name as Simon. Yeah, we got some message back from this utility or this command. And here is your message. I hope you like our private messaging system. I've left a copy of the source code in my home directory. And because this message is left by root user, so maybe we could we go into the root directory? Yeah, we can. Of course, this is not usual configuration of the Linux distribution. Normally, in most cases, we, as a normal user, we cannot navigate into the root directory because this belongs to the root super user. So now we can get out we can retrieve the root flag, permission denied. Only root user can access this file. And we can get out the read message code. Yeah, this is the second flag. Yeah, you are getting close. Here is another flag. And I think this should be the function, the main function. And we need to provide two arguments. The arguments, this should be the integer, and this should be strings. The paragraph, and specify the buffer. And the length of this buffer is 20. And what's print out? What's your name message? And gets the buffer. Only compare first 5 chars to save precious cycles. And then we'll do the comparing. Authorized should be 7. And above will compare this input to the buffer. And because the length of the buffer is 20 in length, so how about we provide longer data, which is more than 20. in length. So let me show you. So we can run read message. Simon, sorry about this one. And we can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it works. So by overfilling the buffer and followed by the command, this case should be the shell command. This is the overflow attack, right? And now we can go into the root directory, and then we can get out the root flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye.